everyone. My name is Dana Chung. I am a member of KQED's Community Advisory Panel. We are a group of community members that supports KQED in community building. To learn more about our work, you can visit kqed.org/CAP. I want to begin by acknowledging that KQED headquarters are located on Ramaytush Ohlone land. We recognize that we benefit from living and working on this occupied land, and that we owe a collective debt to its original stewards. If we bring value to your everyday life, I encourage you to consider becoming a KQED member. You can find out more about how at kqed.org/donate. For those of you joining us for the first time, KQED is Northern California's PBS NPR member station. KQED Live is our new multi-platform events program that produces screenings, talks, performances, and food tastings based on KQED's mission to inform, inspire, and involve. You can learn more at kqed.org/live. We want to thank the season sponsors that make KQED Live possible: Asian Art Museum, Berkeley Rep, Comcast Business, and SF Symphony. We are so grateful for their commitment to supporting our mission of civic and cultural engagement in the Bay Area. Our next fun and exciting show is called Dating with Daya, Pride Edition, on Tuesday, June 20th. Visit kqed.org/live to grab your tickets. And now, finally, a big shout out to Clutch the Pearls, who is our partner for this event. Are you as excited as I am? Our opening act will be performed by Clutch the Pearls founder, Churro Nomi. Let's welcome them to the stage.
Five, six, seven, eight.
And all that jazz. Start the car. I know a whoopee spot where the gin is cold, but the piano's hot. It's just a noisy hall where there's a nightly brawl, and all that jazz. And all that jazz. little shoes. And all that jazz, I hear that Father Dick is gonna blow the blues. And all that jazz, hold on, hun, we're gonna bunny hug. I bought some aspirin down at United Drug in case you shake up hard and want a brand new start to do that. Fast and loose, and all that jazz right up here is where I store the juice. And all that jazz, come on, babe, we're gonna brush the sky. I bet you lucky Len, they never flew so high, 'cause in the stratosphere, how could he lend an ear to all that jazz? Shimmy, shake, and all that jazz. Oh, she's gonna shimmy till her gutters break, and all that jazz. Sure, where the Parker girdle. Oh, her mama's blood will curdle if she hear her baby squeal. For all that jazz. Jazz.
Give it up for Churro Nomi and Clutch the Pearls. Now, we have an amazing night of drag for you all, and I'm Nastya Wojnowska. I'm one of the arts editors here at KQED. And before we see more drag, we're going to talk to a few of the artists to learn more about why Clutch the Pearls is one of the most special platforms for drag here in the Bay Area. So without further ado, let's bring up Sriracha. Sriracha is a Clutch the Pearls performer, a Filipinx filmmaker, and an associate producer for the forthcoming show I'm a Virgo, created by Bruce Riley for Amazon Prime. Yes. And Sriracha is also a co-director of Detour, a devised theater company. So thanks for being here, Sriracha. And next up, we have Glamputee. Glamputee is another Clutch the Pearls performer who uses she, he, and they pronouns and is a disability justice artist, activist, and community organizer. Hey, Glamp, thanks for joining. And last but not least, we have co-curator of Clutch the Pearls, Churro Nomi, who is also a managing director of Fresh Meat Productions, Sean Dorsey Dance, and the San Francisco Transgender Film Festival. And along with Sriracha is also a co-director of Detour.
Hi.
It's such an honor to have you all join me on this stage. So first up, let's talk about the Bay Area's drag lineage. We have this incredible history here of drag and queer and trans activism. How do you see Clutch the Pearls fitting into that history and also today's drag landscape?
Hi, everyone. We didn't just dance, so we're not sweaty. It's fine. Easy peasy. Who's new to the Bay? Hi. Well, if you're cool, you know about a few groups that have deeply inspired drag here in the city, specifically in San Francisco. And my North Star, if we're looking back at some more recent history, I'm looking at the Coquettes, which were this really radical group of queer artists in the 60s, 70s. They gave birth to an order of homosexual nuns called the Sisters of Perpetual Indulgence in the 80s. Really big players in the AIDS epidemic. They continue to this day doing really incredible charity work, activism, doing harm reduction training, showing up at events. So those, when I look at sort of queer lineage and drag, I'm looking at them. And then in more recent years, I'm looking at Tranny Shack. I'm looking at the Stud Collective. I'm looking at Fresh Meat Festival. So these are some places that I sort of deeply resonate with, and by no means is Clutch the Pearls trying to be like innovative or groundbreaking. We're carrying the torch. It feels like that we're not trying to make like the best show in town, though we are.
And I just want to celebrate, you're talking about carrying the torch. I feel like there are other torchbearers in the Bay right now who feel akin to why I keep coming back to Clutch, why I was so excited to go, is it feels very for and by us. And so there are groups like Reparations, hosted by Nikki Jizz. There's Transformations just happened, Lotus Boy, Obsidian Absurd, Hennessy Williams all just hosted that. The Rebel Kings of Oakland, Cheetah Biscotti later, she hosted Nasty, right? These like affinity spaces that really celebrate the magic of bringing together marginalized people just like in a party together. We're not catering to like what people want from us, we're doing what we want to do. And so I think that's a really big beauty of Clutch and how it fits into that.
Yeah, and what's so cool about Clutch is you see all these performers together on one stage of all different gender presentations and expressions, and it's a space where drag kings are celebrated. Tell us about the importance of that.
Yeah, hi everybody. It's nice to see all your faces. I had the privilege of like witnessing Rebel Kings of Oakland, when they kind of first started, and they're celebrating their 13th year yesterday. So just to like honor that, as Glenn Pute said, folks have been making spaces for themselves when they don't have access to usual spaces, and Rebel Kings have been holding that down for a long time. And that continues, like Hennessy's Royales, which is another, it's a BIPOC King show now that just happened. And yeah, I think I've just had the privilege of kind of being born and cultivated in those spaces, and really only choosing the spaces that want us and where we're not just like a checkbox. And that, there is also, with drag kings, there's also like room for representation for all the sorts of performers that aren't just portraying like hyper-femininity or hyper-masculinity, and there's just a bounty of so much play in all of it that I feel like more can be represented across the field for that.
Yeah, just to add to that, I feel like Clutch the Pearls, one of the things that we are like, I would say pretty consciously not playing with is gender. I feel like gender is like very 2007. It's giving like that as a thing for drag just feels like go mimis, go to bed. We're done with that. So our drag is like, yeah, sure. If I go to Safeway and it's be like, that lady has a beard, and like, but you look at my drag family, we don't think. I mean, at least for me, it's like I'm not playing with gender. We're playing with so much more inside of it, and to maybe like an untrained eye, it's like it's a little like, whoa, there's a lot going on. But for our space, it's like alien drag, and it's like it's way more deep and fulfilling than just like I'm gonna dress as the opposite gender.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's also so cool to have a platform led by people of color with so many diverse performers. How does that inform the work we see on stage?
We don't explicitly say this at our shows, but let it be known that Mira, the co-host, and myself, and La Femme Papi are 3 Latinx artists producing a show in the Mission District, a drag show in the Mission District. So that feels like very cute. It's not like we're not shoving it in your face at our show, but it's like, let it be known. And it's like very cute. And I always make this joke at our show. I'm like, our diversity hire, we try to hire 1 white person per show. It's giving, like the lineup is just so incredibly beautiful, and it's just such a conscious choice to be bringing in folks of all types, and that feels very central to what Clutch the Pearls and why people come and feel like, what is happening? Like, this is so stunning, and it's so sad that it evokes that, because it's like, why is that rare? But it's cute. It's definitely like a space that holds all of the representation.
And in thinking about that, and thinking about just like being a part of a show that does feel like my communities I want to be with, I'm not assumed to be like carrying the voice of all Filipinx performers or all drag kings. Like, I don't have to be seen in that that absolute. And I think what that allows me is to do what I want with my drag, which, like, my drag for me is giving permission to love myself and to be like seen in ways that I, as usually like a femme, seen as a cis woman person in the normal world, don't have permission to be. And this is like another part of myself, and this is where I feel safe to play with that, to feel held, and to like control the way that I want to be witnessed.
Can we all agree that drag kings are better than drag queens? Like,
should have said abundance out the window. I just want to add, I feel like there's kind of this like chicken or the egg around like comfort and inclusion in spaces. You know, we're thinking about drag and representation. It's like BIPOC performers feeling comfortable to perform in front of an audience where they feel like their references, their authenticity, like being integrated and held is reflected by who comes, right? Or that they feel like it's going to be like they'll get tips, that they get celebration, that they're not going to do a number and it's just going to be crickets, right? Because people don't know that deep cut, or they don't understand kind of like the like soul and spirit of that reference. And then I think for an audience to see performers who represent them makes it feel more exciting to go, and then the crowd also reflects that as well. And so I love being at Clutch, being a part of Clutch, because I love doing group numbers and getting to invite other Black and brown queer babes to perform with me. It feels like we're getting to like make music videos and, you know, do these things that I'm like, I see marginalized people have platforms or have resources and have opportunities to lift while they climb, and it's like they get there and then all of a sudden everybody that they're surrounded by is like a muscular cis man. And I'm like, where did we, you know, like something, the train stopped. So I love Clutch for like, it kind of, it's that feedback loop that like, we just keep building, and that community keeps growing and flourishing through that intentionality and that really like purposeful curation.
Mm-hmm. And you all just celebrated your 5th anniversary. So how has Clutch the Pearls evolved and grown during that time?
Yeah. Well, I started drag 9 years ago because for my 25th birthday, I wanted to have my friends. When I'm not Churro Nomi, I work in the performing arts field, in the dance world, immersive theater world, and all my friends, I was like, I want you to perform for me for my 25th birthday, and I wanted everyone to do drag. We were all not drag performers, and we all looked atrocious. It was terrible, and we went to the right spot. The right spot on 17th and Folsom, which is not a drag bar. It's not a gay bar. They are now. But it was just sort of like, it came out of this really innocent sort of like, let's just do this and try this on for each other. And then the bar was like, excuse me? Like, can we can we keep doing this? This is really exciting. And then all of us just sort of kept being like, all right, I guess we're gonna like learn how to do drag. And then I Beyonce'd like 4 years later and started Clutch the Pearls at Makeout Room. And that similarly was like, it was very much like me asking my friends, like the people immediately around me, like, hey, do you want to do this show that I'm going to be doing once a month at the Makeout Room? And they were like, yeah. And then 5 years later, I'm getting DMs left and right. Like, book me. And I'm like, no. Yes, no. It's just like, it's become this thing that like Glamp T was saying so beautifully, like it's grown, and there's this church feel to it. Like when the first Sunday hits, I'm like, like it has this like, you see the usuals, you see newbies, and it has this sort of like buzz and this sort of momentum that is its own doing, right? I'm just like showing up. I'm like, all right, people want this. All right, let's keep going.
Mm-hmm. And I love that you use Beyonce as a verb. By the way, we should all start doing that. Now, I want you all to take us a little bit behind the scenes of Clutch the Pearls. So I know that you just finished a really successful sold-out run of your immersive dance theater performance, We Build Houses Here. Did anyone catch that? Yeah. Yes. So how does Clutch the Pearls create this supportive environment that allows you to take these creative risks?
I mean, I think, let's see, backstage at Clutch the Pearls is a very generous word. we might as well have the trash cans on stage with us at this point, because there are backups whenever we rehearse in the alley. But I think that it over the last 5 years, as Churro mentioned, there is like a family that keeps coming back, right? There's often, a handful of performers that will come back time after time. And I think what it's created is just, a sense of community where we lift each other up. And that's just something that's like, I think all of us are just desiring to create in the world around us. And we get to do that in the drag community. So there's a lot of like, you mentioned resource sharing tips, asking for like last minute hairspray or bobby pins or things like that. And there's just like an openness and sharing, and drag folks are like the love language of verbal affirmation is just like douses you with so much love and joy. I'm looking at you, Mud. It's just like, it's there, I think, because we all want it and we all need it for each other.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Clutch, the family feels so interdependent, right? Like Nastia mentioned, my relationship to disability justice and like treating drag as this like cooperative collective experience feels so like how I felt nurtured to even have the courage to perform. I felt so like I wanted to, but I'm like, I don't, I'm working on my makeup, I don't know these outfits, like all of these. Drag is a very like technical, difficult art. And I think if you feel like you have to do it yourself and just figure it out, like such a high threshold. So to feel like time and time again, I can come and be like, I don't really know how to make a mix, or, I'm struggling with my makeup. People can like rehearse with me and just practice like that effort to support each other and uplift each other, as opposed to the like, love your hair, hope you win. It feels very different, right? It feels like we're invested in each other's success and wellness. And like, it's very like, I feel like when, it's like when I shine, we all shine. So it's like, I want the whole Clutch show to feel incredible, not just my number. And I feel like that's kind of the attitude and the spirit of everybody who's a part of it.
Love that. Mm-hmm. Yeah, let's clap for that for sure. So we all know it's pretty challenging to be an artist here in the Bay Area, where it's so expensive to live. But what keeps you committed to staying here and making your work here?
You donating to me. Yes, that. I mean, to be frank, and let's be frank about it. You'll know what that means later. Drag is. I mean, do we all think that drag is lucrative? It's a no for me. It's like, it's not paying my bills. It's not paying my rent. What the space is, we're like licking our little wounds. We're doing. heard Glamputee say this a bajillion times. We're doing some like time travel shit where we're going back and like taking care of our younger selves in this like really, really nourishing and very important way. And so to sit here and be like, we offer big performance fees for it's like, that's not what's happening here. It's a really unfortunate reality that the arts in the city is just like, it's a crisis. But what we're doing, I feel as a stubborn Taurus, I'm like yanking my elbows up and trying to like make space here for artists to gather, to create work in the face of this really exhausting, really terrible landscape. But I'm a stubborn babe, and I'm grant writing. I'm trying to get like shows up. I'm trying to put as many people through the door. You can call me Robin Hood.
So that also is a hint to donate to your performers.
Can I offer something?
Yes, of course.
Yeah, I mean, I'm still waiting for my benefits package. Clutch HR, call me. But I just think about there's a book that's Your Art Will Save Your Life, and I like read it years ago, and it's one of those like books where you read in the moment, you're like, yes, I agree with everything in here, and like now years later, I'm like, it is true. Like I'm like very proselytizing because I'm in the soup, I'm in the moment. I just think in this like capitalist hellscape, it's like, yes, I could have a job where I'm like very sturdy and stable and have an income that's very reliable and predictable, and also like at what cost? You know, like how many jobs are like that, like nourishing, and outside of that stability, I left a job that was like soul crushing, and it was a very intense leap into like doing my own thing, but also now I get to heal like month after month, whether I'm performing or participating with people who like celebrate my identity as a queer, black, biracial, disabled person who like wants to do very silly, weird, slutty drag. So yeah, I'm so grateful to everyone at Clutch and everyone who's come, and yeah, to these experiences to like feed that part of myself, because I think sustaining that heals culture, which like heals the world, which is like what we all should be doing. But
well said. Well, on that note, are you all ready for some more drag? All right, let's do it.
Okay, I'm gonna take over now. Is that correct? I'm gonna start talking. Great. Hi, everybody. So I know you just heard me talk for a little bit, but I usually start all of my shows like this, so it feels wrong to not do it. So pretend like you haven't met me. Hi, everybody. My name is Churro Nomi. Can you say hi, Churro? Gorge. Okay, so I don't mean to critique right away, but I was backstage, and the amount of not clapping I heard during my number was homophobic. Are we homophobic? Okay. Who's here? This is gonna be fun. Is this someone's first drag show? Me. Yeah. Is it really your first drag show? Oh my. Hello. Well, so I am one half of Clutch the Pearls. I found the dang old thing, but now it's a family of folks that put it on. And my good Judy Mira, you're gonna meet her later. She's the other co-host. You'll be seeing lots of her in a second. But I just wanted to give a little context that this thing started 5 years ago. I like reached out to the makeout room and I was like, yo, I want to put on this thing. And they're like, we want it to be a weekly show. Like after the first one, we did like a West Side Story group number, filled the club, line out the door. There was no line out the door, but in my head, it was huge. And yeah, it just became this thing that people were so clearly wanting. And I come from the dance community, and it was just like every month it was dancers, dancers, dancers. And now it's just becoming bigger and bigger and bigger. And it has this really incredible sensation that I cannot explain. It reminds me of a San Francisco long gone. And I don't want to take too much credit, but you should come. So I'm really glad you're here. I have 2 rules for any drag show. So this is for the newbies in the audience and also for the oldies. You know what I mean? Like if you've done this before, you know what I'm going to say, but just lean into it, embrace it, love it, do more of it. So there's 2 rules here, okay? What makes a drag queen happy? Money. Money. Let's say that one more time. What makes a drag queen happy? Money. Money. So what's going to happen is that we're going to pretend to sing songs, but it's just music playing and we're moving our mouths. And you're gonna validate us by tipping us. And there is a QR code. That happens to be my personal Venmo. but I promise that I will distribute it between the cast. So as the performers are doing their thing, the more you put out, the more we'll put out. Do you agree? So if you have the audacity, you can take out dollar bills and $5 bills and $20 bills. It is Pride Month. You can throw it at us, you can tip us, or if you're shy or you want to be respectful, you can scan that, and we will greatly appreciate it. I promise I will share it with the cast. The other rule that is arguably more important, per our conversation up here, is even if you hate what's happening, even if it's cringe, if my wig falls off, if I forget a line, you don't like the song, I don't care. I don't care. What you're gonna do is you're gonna make me feel so good. You're gonna make every person that's on the stage feel like they are $1 million. Can you guys do that for me? And my drag, it's been reflected back to me that my drag is giving school teacher, it's giving camp counselor, it's giving dad. So I will be on the side there. You can't see me, but I can see you, and I will be judging if you're not clapping for us. So at all costs, you're gonna clap and scream and hoot and holler and validate us, because tomorrow you're not gonna remember the bad stuff, you're gonna remember, wow, I had a great time. So is everyone clear on the 2 rules? Stunning. Okay, so I also want to do a quick shout out. There's a gorgeous twunk next to me. Can everyone say hi, DJ La Femme Poppy? You're my favorite angel on this planet, and they're going to be taking care of us sonically tonight, and so give them love too. You know what I mean? This show is going to be slightly different. It's a different format. We're not going to be doing like number, host, because we're at KQED, and things happen differently here. We're going to do like drag bursts. So there's going to be like, I'm going to introduce 3 performers, and then they're going to go boom, 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 and then the next the next host is going to come out. So just mentally prepare for that. Imagine that we're in between in the dark spaces. So the next chunk of performers, they're going to make you real happy, real cute. All of these performers are part of our Clutch the Pearls family. They're stunning. They are often there every single month, and if they're not, they're resting their little bones. They're beautiful. The first performer you're going to see is Sriracha. Sorry, I lied. This is what happens in the family. It's Cerveza. Cerveza. The next duo after that is Helixer and Misbehavin'. And the third performer is Sally Manella. So just a quick little bit about each performer. Cerveza is my drag husband, who is also my drag son's baby. So that's queerness for you. They are a romantic Chicano, and they're going to steal your heart. Do you guys want your heart stolen? Yes. They are going to be performing at the next Royals on June 15 at El Rio. You should be there. Helixer and Misbehavin' are the cutest duo you ever did see. Helixer is the current reigning SF Drag King of the Year. And you can catch Misbehavin' at the Monster Show at the Edge Bar on June 29. Are you guys going to support? No, you're not supporting. Are you guys going to support? Wow. And the last performer, Sally Manella. Sally is a Clutch regular. They happen to be my partner. They look like me. It's disturbing. It's horrifying. You can catch Sally Manella on stages all the way from the Golden Gate Bridge to the Big Apple. Ooh. Are you guys ready for your first 3 performers? Please give it up for the one and only Cerveza.
should do. Baby, come here. I get so lonely at If pussycats work for you, just meow.
First of all, I don't like attention. I don't like all eyes on me, and I don't like when they're screaming out my name. And did I mention that I don't know why I've always been shy? You know, the spotlight's never really been my thing. So stop with the camera. Ain't nothing glamorous. Me without a stitch of makeup on. Don't make me wind my hips. If you can read my lips, DJ, please don't play my song. Play it. I don't wanna show off. I don't wanna do kicks. I don't wanna do tricks. I don't wanna do spin. I don't wanna show off. I don't wanna do flips. I don't wanna do this. I wanna do hair whip. I don't wanna do this. I don't wanna do that. I don't wanna rock, 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 rock. I don't wanna go off. I don't wanna show off.
5, 6, 7.
Hey, since you begged me, 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 but I don't wanna show off. Hey, since you begged me, 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 but I don't wanna show off. I ain't no big spender. I don't like expensive things, and I never care for diamonds and pearls. They say this body is flawless, but I say, oh, stop, I'm so modest. I'm this I've never been a material girl.
So stop with the fancy cars. I can't take the applause. Why can't they let a girl blend in? No need to scream my name. I'm not a fan of fame. DJ, don't make me slay again. 2, 3.
I don't wanna show off. I don't wanna do kicks. I don't wanna do tricks. I don't wanna do spin. I don't wanna show off. I don't wanna do flips. I don't wanna do dips. I wanna do hair whip. I don't wanna do this. I don't wanna do that. I don't wanna rock, 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 rock. I don't wanna go off. I don't wanna show off.
5, 6, 7.
Hey, since you begged me, 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 but I don't wanna show off. Since you begged me, 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 but
I don't wanna show off. What's your first name?
last name, bitch.
Middle name?
Boss, he size rich.
Booty tight. Are you sickening? What bitch are you? I don't wanna show off. Don't want to show off.
If pussycats work for you, just meow.
I don't wanna do kicks. I don't wanna do tricks. I don't wanna do spin. I don't wanna show off. I don't wanna do flips. I don't wanna do dips. I wanna do hair whip. I don't wanna do this. I don't wanna do that. I don't wanna rock, 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 rock. I don't wanna go off. I don't wanna show off.
Cold. Let's go.
Okay, since you begged me, 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 but I don't wanna show off. Okay, since you begged me, 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 but
I don't wanna show off.
If pussycats work, if pussycats work, if pussycats work, if pussycats work for you, just meow.
I don't want to show off. I don't want to show off. I don't want to show off.
I don't wanna show off.
just a bowl of cherries. Don't take it serious, life's too mysterious. You work, you save, you worry so, but you can't take your dough when you go, go, go. Keep repeating, it's the berries. The strongest oak must fall. The best things in life to you were just loaned. So how can you lose what you never owned? Life is just a bowl of cherries, so live and laugh at it all. Keep repeating, it's the berries. You know the strongest oak has gotta fall. The sweet things in life to you were just loaned. So how can you lose what you never owned? Life is just a bowl of cherries, so live it, love it, wiggle your ears and think nothing of it. You can't do without it, there's no two ways about it. You live and you laugh at it
Everybody say hi, Mira. Hi, Mira. That's my name, in case you didn't know. How are we all doing tonight? Are we having fun? All right, you got that volume going. That is very good. It heals my skin. It moisturizes me. It clears the skies. Let's do it one more time. How are you doing? Wow. Did you love that first batch of performers? Did you like cerveza? Yes, that's the kind of man that my mom did not want me to become, but the kind of man I want. I just want to say a big thank you to Cerveza. They actually work here at KQED as Amanda Veal, and they pitched this show. Thank you so much for giving us this space and extending our reach farther than the makeout room. I have been co-hosting this show since just before the pandemic. Churro decided she wanted to take a sabbatical and move to Buenos Aires. Yeah. And I just felt like there was something so magical about this show. I was like, this can't die just because you want to move. So I, with no comic experience, am going to be the host. Is that okay? And she was like, yeah, totally. I was like, cool. I'm just going to go on stage and tell awkward stories about my life. How we doing? The first one was when I was 11. I remember looking in the mirror and thinking I was ugly. Aw. And I start crying, and my mom is helping my little brother get ready, and I'm like, and I'm crying. She's like, Mijo, what's wrong? And I'm like, I'm ugly. And in her most well-intentioned way, uttered the most damaging, incomplete sentence she could have, and just said, you're not the only one. She meant you're not the only one that feels that way. But I heard I'm not the only ugly person. So, that's how I grew up. Anyways, enough about me. Are you ready for 4 more performers? All right, first up we have Deuce Lee, an amazing drag performer, one of the first people I met in San Francisco, and one of the reasons I knew this place was where I needed to live after college. Then you're gonna see Glamputee, who you saw earlier in the panel. Also a goddess. You're gonna see Bi-Coastal Lesbi Frank, another longtime collaborator with Detour Dance. And you're also gonna see Cheetah Biscotti, who you can see Cheetah Biscotti at Oasis anytime between now and the end of October. Whose phone is that? I can wait. My husband teaches second grade. All right. Are you ready for 4 more performers? Yes. Oh, and also thank you for the brave tippers. We love that. We love that. All right. Let's give it up for Deuce Lee, Glamputee, Lesbi Frank, and Cheetah Biscotti.
And listen, you see, really, to me, okay, to me, ultimately, martial art means honestly expressing yourself. Now, it is very difficult to do. I mean, it is easy for me to put on a show and be cocky and be flooded with a cocky feeling and then feel like pretty cool and all that. Or I can make all kinds of phony things, you see what I mean, blinded by it. Or I can show you some really fancy movement. But to express oneself honestly, not lying to oneself, and to express myself honestly, now that, my friend, is very hard to do. And you have to train. You have to keep your reflexes so that when you want it, it's there. When you want to move, you're moving. And when you move, you are determined to move. Not taking 1 inch, not anything less than that. If I want to punch, I'm gonna do it, man, and I'm gonna do it, you see? So I mean, so that is the type of thing you have to train yourself into it, to become one with the, you think?
Yeah, this is very un-Western, this attitude. I want to ask you about your movie and TV career, but first we'll take a break. Then I'll be back with Bruce Lee.
Juliet, she felt the same. When she put her arms around her, he said, oh, Julie, baby, you're to blame. You give me fever. Well, the kisses, fever when you hold me tight. Fever. Listen to my story. Here's the point that I have made. The cramps are born to give you fever. Be it Fahrenheit or centigrade, we give you fever. When we rock you, fever till you live and learn. Fever till you sizzle. But what a lovely way to burn. 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 Everything you need, you can find right here in me.
Oh, here's a good one. Sinful Caesar sipped his snifter, seized his knees and sneezed.
Marvelous.
Marvelous.
Wonderful. What? Do another one.
Oh, thank you. Moses supposes his toes are roses, but Moses supposes erroneously. Moses, he knows his toes aren't roses, as Moses supposes his toes to be.
Moses supposes his toes are roses, but Moses supposes erroneously.
But Moses, he knows his toes aren't roses, as Moses supposes his toes to be. Moses supposes his toes are roses, but Moses supposes erroneously. A Mose is a Mose.
A rose is a rose.
A toes is a toes. Hoop-de-doo-de-doo. Moses supposes his toes are roses, but Moses supposes erroneously. For Moses, he knows his toes aren't roses, as Moses supposes his toes to be. Moses supposes his toes are roses, but Moses supposes erroneously. For Moses knows his toes are roses, but Moses supposes his toes to be. Roses, 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 but Moses supposes his toes couldn't be a lily or a tappy-dappy dilly. It's gotta be a rose, cause it rhymes with Moses. Moses! Moses!
singing oh on a Friday night. And I'm singing oh on a Friday night. And I hope everything's gonna be alright. And I'm singing oh on a Friday night. And I hope everything's gonna be alright.
Wow. Can everyone say thank you? Wow. That was Deuce Lee. That was Glampy T. Did you notice a special guest in there, Mud the Two-Spirit? That was Leslie Frank, and that last one was Cheetah Biscotti. Holy art. That's giving capital A art, y'all. Are you guys feeling moved? Lord, isn't it sad that there's like over 500 anti-trans and queer legislation out there? Boo. So that's 500 more reasons where you can tip. Are you guys having a good time tonight? Do you guys think I look good? Do you guys think DJ LFM Poppy looks better? Ding dong. I hope you're having a cute time. I'm the bearer of bad news. Can everyone go boo? There's 3 numbers left. But we are a monthly show. Just to refresh, do you remember my name? And do you remember the name of my show? Do you remember when it happens? Oh my God, work. And where does it happen? Is there? Okay, cute. I love that. It's like right behind me. Your own teleprompter. Cute. Well, the next 3 performers are, this is not a competition. Everyone is really good at Clutch the Pearls. You know what I mean? But these 3, they're closing for a reason. You know what I mean? It's giving that energy. Everyone's beautiful. You know what I mean? So the next 3 performers are gonna blow your little minds. First performer is my husband, Sriracha. The second performer is my husband, Mira. And the third performer is my pool boy, Onyx Mosquito Escada. Just a quick little nugget about each performer. Sriracha, when they're not performing at Clutch the Pearls, you can see them at Princess at Oasis. You can see them at the Rebel Kings in Oakland. And they're going to be performing at the Phoenix Hotel this Sunday as part of some event. So you're going to be there. Mira is my good Judy. She's taking care of you. She's prettier than me. She wants to be me. There's not much more to say about her. And the third performer, Onyx Moschino Escala, is a DJ in the ballroom scene. And they are the West Coast mother of the Kiki House of Moschino. And they're going to close us out in the most beautiful way. Are you guys ready for the last little burst? So remember to tip your performers. I'm seeing you from the backstage monitor. You're doing great, sweetie. You're doing really good. Keep it up. Please welcome to the stage the spicy, the one, the only, Sriracha.
Tonight, I'm gonna have myself a real good time. I feel alive. And the world, I'm turning inside out. Yeah. I'm floating around in ecstasy. So don't stop me now. Cause I'm having a good time, having a good time. A shooting star leaping through the sky like a tiger, defying the laws of gravity. I'm a racing car passing by like Lady Godiva. I'm gonna go, go, go. There's no stopping me. I'm burning through the sky, yeah. 200 degrees, that's why they call me Mr. Fahrenheit. I'm traveling at the speed of light. I wanna make a supersonic man out of you. Don't stop me now. I'm having such a good time. I'm having a ball. Don't stop me now. If you wanna have a good time, just give me a call. Don't stop me now. 'Cause I'm having a good time. Don't stop me now. Yes, I'm having a good time. I don't wanna stop at all. Yeah. I'm a rocket ship on my way to Mars on a collision course. I am a satellite. I'm out of control. I'm a sex machine ready to reload. Like an atom bomb about to explode. I'm burning through the sky. Yeah. 200 degrees, that's why they call me Mr. Fahrenheit. I'm traveling at the speed of light. I wanna make a supersonic woman of you. Don't stop me, don't stop me, don't stop me. Hey, hey, hey. Don't stop me, don't stop me. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Don't stop me, don't stop me. Good time, good time. Don't stop me, don't stop me. Supersonic man out of you. Don't stop me now. I'm having such a good time. I'm having a ball. Don't stop me now. If you wanna have a good time, just give me a call. Don't stop me now. I'm having a good time. Don't stop me now. Yes, I'm having a good time. I don't wanna stop at all.
Hunt for the feminine what? Hunt for the feminine what? Hunt, hunt, hunt. Hunt, hunt, hunt. Hunt, hunt, hunt. Hunt, hunt, hunt.
Check my technique. Coming from my technique. You wanna feel my technique? It's pure. Bad bitches to the left. Money bitches to the right. You can be both. Meet in the middle. Dance all night. Take it all off, or just a little if you like. It's pure. It should cost $1 billion to look this good. But she make it look easy cause she got it. Check my technique. You can find the one with the tempo good. Wanna touch my technique? 4, 3, 2, fucking busy. That's my technique. That's my technique. Bad bitch, Isu, right and left cheek. Ideas, my dear, that's my technique. All my pretty girls to the floor. Get your money, money, cunty, hunty. Don't be funny with my money, honey. Don't my girls look so yummy, yummy? All the boys want my honey from me. It should cost $1 billion to look that good. But she make it look easy cause she got it. You can find the one when the tempo's good. 4, 3, I'm too fucking busy. Check my technique. I see you, you too, coming from my technique. Bossy bitch, Isu, right and left cheek. Future, Renaissance, study my technique. All the pretty boys to the floor. Get your money, 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 money. Don't be funny with my money, honey. Don't my girls look so yummy, yummy? All them boys want my honey from me. Bad bitches to the left. Money bitches to the right. You can be both, meet in the middle, dance all night. Take it all off, or just a little if you like. Earlier than that. It should cost $1 billion to look this. I see you want it and you're coming for me. You don't be funny with my money, honey. All my girls look so yummy, yummy. And all the boys want my honey. The devil's on my shoulder. Nasty is my guilty pleasure. If you give his ass a squeeze, it's pretty hell will give you pleasure. Won't you give me hyped up
mother?
Yes, mother!
Gucci di Miu Miu, mi sogni nu cavalli. Vintage Armani, Ferragamo, Amor Milano. I put the boy in Galliano, now he's a model. I'll make him famous, rename him, I might sit now his painting. Been that girl. Been that girl. Been that girl. Been that girl. I already been that girl. I already been that girl. Get the cash, get the money, but it's the that girl. If you bad, then you know it, better show up, girl. I already been that girl. I already been that girl. Get the cash, get the money, but it's the that girl. If you bad, then you know it, better show up, girl. I already been that girl. Get the cash, get the money, but it's been that girl. If you bad, then you know it, better show up, girl. Get your up on the runway, it's a whole new world. Speechless, he don't know what to say. My body look good in that new Gaultier. Switch up the swag 4 times in a day. It's just like whatever. Oh, forget it. Your girlfriend mad cause I'm Bondo Janet. Call up the store, I'm about to spend it. UCC, I'm about to get it. In a blink of an eye, it's a new aesthetic. Wake up, the new era. These got like new era. They salty cause I bring the pepper. I'll be the it girl, now and forever. I already been that girl. I already been that girl. Get the cash, get the money, but it's been that girl. If you bad, then you know it, better show up, girl. I already been that girl. I already been that girl. Get the cash, get the money, but it's been that girl. If you bad, then you know it, better show up, girl. My baseline is top tier. Being cold was my Montclair. Sickening body is unfair. I can't pronounce everything I wear. This is the soft cat, the soft pussy cat, the soft petty cat, the soft clown. Let's go. Meow 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 meow.
I'm finna get it, they won't. Yeah.
Shine like Vivi, bad like Riri. Turn it on like TV, drip on Fiji. Pop it in like a CD. Got my name on repeat. The girls wanna be me, but these can't see me. No, these can't see me. Wrist on icy, and your boyfriend like me. That's why the girls wanna fight me.
No matter what you do, you can pay
Pressure, pressure, make me come through with the pressure. Pressure, pressure, keep you in line like yes sir, yes sir, yes sir. Make you come through with the pressure. Pressure, pressure, up and down like a yo-yo. I could do it in slow-mo. Wait. You wanna take a photo? Oh baby, that's a no-no. And I'm dressed in cocoa. Can't tell me nothing when I look like this. I'm such a problem. What about my don't matter what you do, you can pay your respect when it come true. I don't make the rules, I just make them all gay when I step in the room. Who loves me? You do. And I feel how I keep all this in my bag. Let them know, let them know, let them know I won't smoke. I can't apply the pressure, pressure, pressure. Make me come through with the pressure, pressure, pressure. Keep you in line like yes sir, yes sir, yes sir. Make you come through with the pressure, pressure, pressure. Anywhere.
Did you guys like that? They didn't. They don't like it. That was too scary for them. Did you guys have a good time tonight? Well, that is Clutch the Pearls for ya. Imagine if we weren't on TV, you know what I mean? This was the family-friendly version. Family-friendly, was that English? Did I speak English? Okay. So I just want to give some reminders. I know we've already gone through this, but I just want to make it crystal clear. The show is called what? And when is it? And where is it? Gorgeous. So what you're also going to do is this is your last chance to tip us. There's a QR code. It's going to me and all of the performers. So take your phones out, all of you people out there in the dark at home. Please. Oh my God. I would say that's unusual for me, but thank you all so much for coming out. We love you. We see you. We appreciate you.
Yes, thank you so much. Thank you to KQED for hosting us and hosting all of you. We had the best time. So now we have one more homework assignment for you. You're gonna take out your smartphones. You're gonna turn on the flash because as we established earlier, you're not homophobic. And you're gonna take pictures of this beautiful cast and you're gonna tag us, Clutch the Pearls SF, and tag KQED. Are you ready? Yes, thank you! Bye, enjoy the dance party. Take it away, La Femme Papi.
Drink in my hand, chilling on a rooftop. City never sleeps, so the flex never stop. Sun feels good on melanin. Feeling pretty good to be out again. Drink in my hand, chilling on a rooftop. City never sleeps, so the flex never stop. Sun feels good on melanin. Feeling pretty good to be out again. This is how pretty good in my melanin. Summertime feels. Summertime feels. Drink in my hand, chilling on a rooftop. City never sleeps, so the flex never stop. Song feels good in my melanin. Feeling pretty good to be out again. Drink in my hand, chilling on a rooftop.